What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Vibers? What's up, Facebookers? What's up, my friends? And associates. Because everybody is not my friend. But I'm friendly to everybody. I just wanted to record a video real quick. I was going to go live, but I have a meeting here shortly. So I won't be able to do that, but I definitely didn't want to skip our time. I didn't want to skip our conversations because they're amazing. And just a little side note. Because I get inboxes sometimes and I get emails sometimes, and I try to respond to them as much as I possibly can. Most of the stuff that I post or talk about is either something that I personally have experienced, am experiencing, or have observed way too much than I'm comfortable with. And when we say we care about people, we're supposed to speak on some stuff. Not everything. Some stuff you're just supposed to pray about it, and some stuff you're supposed to pray and say. I'm just saying. Ooh, you can quote me on that. So today, what I wanted to talk about, address, or encourage, is getting out our own way. Sometimes we can be in our own way and we don't even realize it. And then sometimes we are intentionally in our own way. And we don't want to admit it. And then we get mad at people when they speak on it, or try to correct us, or whatever the case may be. And sometimes we just in our own way in many ways. Sometimes we in our own way because we overthinking. A lot of times we just over freaking thinking, or over stinking thinking. I think I heard somebody say that sometimes. We thinking we get so caught up in thinking and overthinking. It's another form of resistance, people. It's another form. And where there is resistance, there's probably fear. And where there's fear and resistance, then that usually leads to procrastination and simply just not doing. And I posted a post on my page, I think a day or so ago, and it said my number 4 pet peeve is procrastination. It is. I used to procrastinate about a lot of stuff. I honestly, in some areas, just recently stopped. And I mean just recently, as probably 6 months ago. Actually, I was putting this video off. I was procrastinating on making this video. So I actually just stopped like 3 minutes ago. How about that? For being real and upfront and transparent. Once upon a time, I read that there's a study that was done at Harvard that says 50% of the time, people are either doing one of the two: spending time thinking about regrets from the past, or worried about the future. Wow, who knew that? So we need to learn how to get in the flow. Get in the flow. Sometimes you gotta just flow. Like when when you praising and worshiping and it's a move of God, it's a flow. You can't rehearse that. You can't overthink that, or you gonna miss the move. And we need to apply that in so many areas of our lives. Flow. The flow is awesome. It's so awesome, and it gives you such a high. The flow. I ain't talking about getting high, talk about that on your video. But I'm talking about the high of the flow, the high of progression, the high of moving forward. It's so awesome. And guess what? It's the kind of high that don't show up on a drug test. Hey, boom, got him or her. We got to get out our own way, people. We are in our own way by overthinking, which means we never freaking move. Never freaking move. I'm telling you, the flow feels great. We got to get out of our own, we talk ourselves out of stuff. we be so stuck in this reality that we made up. We miss opportunities. We miss that moment of maybe coming across somebody at a restaurant that you wouldn't normally go to, and they could know somebody who know how to do whatever it is you trying to do, or they do it themselves. Whatever. We be missing those moments. Let me ask you a question. Because I know, but I'm going to ask a question anyway. Do you feel like there's something more for you, or something that you got, that it's something more out there? It's something more you could be doing, but you lack the confidence to do it? And why is that? Why do you lack the confidence to do it? Why? Did something happen? Did you try something one time and it failed? Do you know that all you owe anyone is simply being an authentic you? That's all you really owe anybody. It's just being real. The real you. That's all you owe anybody. Sometimes we be so focused on the losses that has happened in our lives, we can't focus on all the good. We be so focused on that. You know what I'm saying? Like okay, for instance, when I used to have a salon, okay? And for a long time, I'm like, I failed because my salon closed after, like, I think I made it to almost 4 years. And it closed, and I felt like such a failure. Like, I was so focused on the fact that it didn't work. I didn't even realize how much I learned. I learned a whole lot. I learned a whole lot as far as, like, problem solving. I learned a lot about people skills. I learned how to I became a better nurturer. I actually stopped procrastinating in certain areas as far as problem solving, and I started thinking more quickly on my feet. Like, it taught me a lot. And that's just naming a few. I learned a whole lot. It actually made me, the fact that it didn't work made me look a little deeper inward than I was even willing to do before I even opened the salon, or was granted the opportunity to open the salon. It is your job, my job, your job, my job, to push ourselves to do the crap that we don't want to do. You know, anything worth having, most of the time you don't feel like doing it. You just don't feel like doing it because it's opposite of what you normally would do. It pushes you out of your comfort zone. So it is our job. Let me put this a better way. It's our job, your job, my job, to push ourselves to do the crap that we don't want to do, so that we can have everything we're supposed, or so we can be everything we're supposed to be. It's your job. We so busy waiting when we feel like it. We so busy waiting till we feel like it. We miss out. Anytime we do opposite of our normal routine, our mind's first reaction is to pause or be like, well, hold on, is that change? Oh, no, I can't do that. That's not what I normally do. I normally get up in the morning, maybe say a couple hallelujahs, make me something to eat, make me an egg sandwich, make me a bowl of oatmeal, and then I put on my clothes, right foot, left foot, and then I say bye to everybody, and then I head to work. That's my normal routine. I can't do nothing outside of my normal routine. Oh, no. That's gonna mess up everything. That's not a flow. That's just what I call your normal 1-2. So our mind is set up to where anytime we do anything outside of our normal routine, our mind's first reaction is to pause. So we have to push ourselves to do stuff outside the norm. We have to push ourselves outside of our comfort zone. And our comfort zone puts us in our own way. When you in your own way, when we're in our own way, that's joining. I feel like it's joining forces with the enemy. That ain't God talking. You being in your own way ain't God talking. And whoever tell you it is probably doing the same thing you doing. Just FYI. We have to get out of our own way. There's something that I heard about called the 5-second rule. Did you know that your mind can process a facial expression in 33 milliseconds? 33 milliseconds, y'all. 33. Do you know how fast that is? So if I did like this, you will read that so quick. And the reason why I mention that is because if you have an impulse of any kind, let's say you decided that you wanted to write a book. If you have that impulse and you don't follow it with action, then you'll kill the idea. You'll talk yourself out of it in 5 seconds. Now, that's not always necessarily a good thing. I mean, a bad thing, but most of the time it's a good thing. We have to push ourselves. We have to activate the visions. We have to, how you activate a vision is, you speak it, you write it, you make it plain, and then guess what? It takes some kind of action behind it. Something put that to work. Something put that to flight. If you had a thought of, I'm hungry, I should make me a sandwich, and you don't get up and make the sandwich, then you're going to stay hungry. And that's the way a lot of our lives is going. We just stuck in our own way. We talk ourselves out of stuff. So what if somebody did it before? So what if somebody is doing it? That somebody ain't you. So guess what? They can't do it like you. It's not going to have the same results that it's going to have when you put your hands to it. And so what if you tried it before? Now you got more knowledge from the last time you tried it. And whatever didn't work, you just try another way. Maybe you was linked with somebody before and you wasn't supposed to link with them. That's why it didn't go right for what you was trying to do. I'm not saying that y'all split and maybe they went one way and you went another way and they're succeeding and you're not. The difference between you and them is they kept going. And even though they probably had the same thoughts you having, like it was a bust the last time, so it probably ain't gonna work this time. Guess what? It's not. Why? Because you already speaking against it. You putting your mouth on it negatively. So why not use that same energy and do something positive? And the fact that you are changing your perspective and perception of the whole situation is you already making a conscious effort to do something different than you did the last time. Because the last time you was scared. The last time you was just sitting on it. And I'm saying that because I had to apply this stuff to myself. I had to talk to myself this way, because there's a couple of things that I'm supposed to be doing and I'm not doing it because I talked myself out of it. And I'm done living in my reality. I want to live in God's reality. God's reality is so much more delicious than my own concepts and my own reality. Way more delicious and tantalizing and easier to digest. I ain't say it was easy. I said it's easier. Because anything that can come along with him is going to add. It's going to add value. So, I am encouraging you to get out of your own way. Get up, quit talking about it, and do something about it. And what's very interesting, what I noticed is when people see you putting your hand to the plow, putting your feet to the street, they don't have a problem with backing you up, even if it's simply in prayer, even if it's simply in encouraging words. It's people who get up every day looking for somebody to sow into, whether it be financially, whether it be spiritually, whether it be I don't know if I want to say physically. Well, yeah, you could say physically, because some people just looking for projects to be a part of. And then you don't know who they know, and then who they know, and then who they know, and then all kind of doors just open up. It's a lot of people who consciously make up their mind that they're going to find somebody to help today, to help out of poverty, to give a hand up, to give a hand out, like help them sustain, to help them remain self-sufficient, or whatever the case may be. So if you really want it, then you'll do what you need to do to make it happen. You'll be consistent. You'll be consistent in trying to figure it out. You'll be consistent in trying to try something different. You'll be consistent in putting your mindset in a place to get it done. You will purposely activate what you're sitting on. Because guess what? It's not going to get done the way it's supposed to get done, the way you're supposed to get it done, unless you do it. Stop waiting around until you feel like it. You should feel like being a better you. That's what you should feel like. You should feel like being a better you. And if you don't, that's too bad.